Down to the Gulf Coast where flooding is going to be a big issue. Look at your screen. This was yesterday. Louisiana, wow. Roads turning into rivers. And look at those cars trying to make their way to and from. Well, if you had a low-profile vehicle and you were trying to get through that, your car could literally stall in waters like that. And we saw that happen multiple times. Let me take you out toward Dallas-Fort Worth, because although right now things look pretty good, what we have going on is a boundary that by the start of this upcoming work week, it's going to linger a little further north than, say, southern parts of Louisiana, what we saw last week. So the same areas that got absolutely swamped last week and this past weekend with tons of rain, we're thinking that you may dry out a pinch, which is great news, but just up toward your north where that boundary is, that's going to be the area where there's going to be plenty of moisture that can get wrung out like a big wet washcloth out of the atmosphere. So Oklahoma City to Huntsville, Alabama, right along that line is really where we're going to see that flash flood threat. Not only tomorrow, but also as we head into your Tuesday, there could be some storms that are packing a punch with not just damaging winds and hail, but perhaps a quick spin up or two. The timeline on things look like this. Melanie, just a kind of a raw start to Monday morning in Little Rock, Tupelo, Mississippi, Nashville, and then down toward London and Laurel County, Kentucky, where tomorrow morning, it's all about the rain, and that rain train is going to be with us not just tomorrow morning, but in pockets tomorrow afternoon. Is it a washout? No, but I think that you'll want to hang on to an umbrella, because a lot of these same areas through the start of the work week, it's kind of a rinse and repeat, very literally.
Yeah, periods of heavy rain are possible. And you look at the flash flood threat Tuesday into Wednesday. Some areas that have picked up rain across parts of the central Gulf, you have that opportunity to get more. But it looks like some of the hardest hits areas, especially across Louisiana and Texas, that storm threat isn't going to be quite as high as what we've seen. I think based on some of the modeling, it's always hard to depict exactly where some of these thunderstorms are going to set up when you have the heavy rain coming, but it looks like possibly Oklahoma and into Arkansas. Yeah,
and they could really pick up the lion's share. We're saying 3 to 5 inches, but some of our forecast models, specifically right here, Fayetteville to Little Rock, that's 5 to 8 inches, and a lot of the rain that we've seen over the past couple of days have actually achieved the top end of that scale, where we've seen the 8 inches, the 10 inches, the 12 plus inches. There was one spot in Texas over the past week that picked up almost 30 inches of rain. I mean, that's, you know, our forecast models have a hard time being able to distill and isolate an extreme rainfall total like that. So when we say 8 inches, prepare for 8 inches of rain. Like that certainly could happen in that bullseye zone. So friends and family around Little Rock, Arkansas, most specifically toward Fort Smith, we're expecting to see quite a bit of rain, and it could be that 5 to 8 inch marker. So, Nick, a lot of rain that we're going to be contending with in parts of the Midwest.